Namaste दोस्तों. Recently, Australian government announced a working holiday maker visa for Indian nationals. Today, in this video, we will cover what is the working holiday visa and what are eligibility requirements. How can you apply for this? What is the step-by-step process? So let's go through this. So in order to understand what is this working holiday visa, you don't need to go to any agent. Basically, you can hop on to the Australian government website and there you can straight away find what is this program about. Firstly, we will look at the actual visa. So what this visa is, that this visa basically lets people 18 to 30 years old have an extended holiday in Australia and work here to help fund their trip. This is a visa which allows you to travel around Australia as well as work to fund your trip. Now, it's a great opportunity for those who are looking to visit Australia and fund your trip by working here, get some local work experience. What this visa allows is 12 months stay. Total cost of the visa is 650 Australian dollars. You can do short-term work in Australia to help pay for your holiday. Study for up to 4 months. If you are a civil engineer, for example, or a civil engineering graduate, you can come here and study any course for 4 months. And then you can work, get some local experience. You can travel to and from Australia as many times as you want. If you want to apply for this visa again, then you have to do specific subclass 462 work, which is, if you go to this link, we will see what that specific work is. So here everything is given, approved industries and areas of for specific work. These areas are like tourism and hospitality, plant and animal cultivation in Northern Australia, construction in Northern Australia. So if you are a civil engineer, it's a good choice for you that you can go to Northern Australia and participate in construction activities, work in construction industry, and that will be considered for your basic requirement for this. Once you have completed this requirement, you can apply for a second 462 visa. In order to be eligible for this visa, what you have to have is a passport from an eligible country. Until recently, our country was not in this list, but recently the Australian government have added India. You have to be 18 to 30 years old, apply from outside Australia. You can't apply from within Australia, and you cannot be accompanied by a dependent children. You can't include family members in your application, as well as you should not have previously entered Australia on a subclass 462 or 417 visa. If you had this visa previously, then you would need to apply for a second work and holiday visa. What it says specific to China, India and Vietnam, that if you hold passport issued by these countries, you must participate in a visa pre-application process, that is like a random selection, and be randomly selected to apply for a first work and holiday visa. For other countries, they can straight away go to ME account and apply. But for us, because there will be so many applicants, they have decided to do a ballot process to randomly select like maybe few thousand people every year. Once you get selected in that random selection, you will get an invitation to apply for this visa. We will go through this ballot application process. Now you can get help with your visa application from registered migration agents. Please note that I am not a migration agent. The information is just for general knowledge and awareness. If you come to this list, you can find that India is here. What is the educational requirement from India? You must have successfully completed at least 2 years of post-secondary study. That's what is required. And any other condition, English language, you have to have functional English. Now, what is functional English? You can just click on this link. It will give you what is functional English. Have a letter of support. This is not required for Indian applicants. Basically, this is required for all other countries. Also, you have to have enough money to support yourself while you are in Australia in case you don't get any job and leave Australia at the end of your study. So this amount is usually about 5,000 for your initial stay plus the fare. Now, we will go to this pre-application ballot process, which is for China, India, and Vietnam passport holders. Now, if you come here, this page will give you all the details about this. What is this? So, the government is implementing a visa pre-application process for the following high demand work and holiday countries: China, India, Vietnam. As you know, there will be so many applications and it becomes very difficult for the government to select few because they have limited places. And in order to do that fairly, the government has introduced this pre-application ballot process. This process provides an equitable, streamlined, and transparent way to randomly select applicants from these countries. You have to register for this pre-application ballot, and its fee is 25 Australian dollars. When is this is commencing? It is commencing on 1st of October 2024 for these countries. Now, every year there will be a time where you can apply. To apply, or you have to be eligible. So for that, create an IMI account. So IMI account is the Australian government immigration account. You can create an account, be under 30 years, have valid passport, national identity card, PAN card for Indian passport holders, have a valid email address. And now, how to register? What you would need to do is that eligible Chinese, Indian, and Vietnamese passport holders can complete a visa pre-application registration from under new application. And in this, there is this option, pre-visa application registration for 462. Once you do this, at the moment, registrations are closed. You can only see this option working when we have the round is open, but currently it's not open. It will open on 1st of October. You can follow the step-by-step process. What is this draft ballot registration periods, as well as after you register, what you need to do. When randomly selected, you will be notified. If your registration is not selected, they will not inform you that you have not been selected. Ballot selection periods, if you go, it will look like this. So for India, from 1st of October, the registration opens. You will see at that time this option working here, and it closes on 31st of October. Now, you can read all this. So basically, every detail is given here. You don't need to go anywhere. If you peacefully read this document, you don't need to go to anyone to ask anything because it is such a comprehensive guideline. Okay, I hope this video has been useful for you. If you are a civil engineer or if you are a civil engineering recent graduate, definitely apply for this. Try your luck. You can come to Australia, get some local experience, get to visit Australia. The best part is that it's such a beautiful country and you get this opportunity to work as well as travel across Australia. So take advantage of this opportunity and definitely submit a 462 application. Let me know if you have any questions or queries, and thank you. Good luck.